Hi and welcome to our channel. A lot of people are not happy to have heard that Operation Dudula was excluded from the national dialogue. Wondering, is it because government continuously paints it in bad light as a vigilante group, which a lot of people feel is wrong of them to do?
And on the issue of Dudula, I have expressed my view on the issue of Dudula. The concerns that we have is that we've got a vigilante force-like organization taking action against illegal action against people who they are targeting. And these things often get out of hand. They always mutate into wanton violence against other people. And we've always said, let's act within the parameters of the law. Let us act within the framework of the law. And if we are unhappy about anything that is not being done at state level, let us have it addressed. So we cannot support a vigilante type of move against a group of people, and particularly targeting them as foreign nationals. Because what we are doing then is just to divide our people on the African continent. And of course, people who are here illegally have to be dealt with within the framework of the law. We have laws in this country.
Now you are targeting Operation Dudula and say we cannot have a vigilante type a force like Operation Dudula. Operation Dudula is not a vigilante. Bayetsa molao wena o hlolang o etsa le ba moifo wa hao government ya hao ya ditsotsi, including you, Mr. President. Ha wa tholwa tšhelete ka tlasa matrasi a hao? Is it not a political hot potato for you? Who thought tšhelete ka tlasa matrasi a hao? A foreign money under mattress in your own house. Who are you, Mr. President? And then when you say that a vigilante force that targets, that do illegal, illegally target other people. How about who are the illegal foreigners?
Well, Oliver, let's just hear it from their mouths. Like you've correctly cited, we're joined by various political parties and, of course, Dudula from Operation Dudula. Zandile, thank you so much for joining us on SABC News. So earlier on, we were talking to one of the moderators, Umazibu Gojaha, and he was basically saying on the issue of migration. It was also a contentious one, but he also raised a valid point to say, I asked him, should foreign nationals take part in this dialogue? He had said, listen, if certain issues are issues of contention, they should also take part so that they can form part of the solution. And I can see your eyebrows raised there. As Operation Dudula, what inputs did you make, and do you support this notion?
So firstly, there was, a motive behind this whole thing. We were excluded from participating. We did not even get an invitation. Now, when I looked at the agenda and I looked at the themes, that the most burning issue in this country, which is immigration, is not even listed on there. And then it made sense to me. You can't have foreigners wanting to participate in the issues that are affecting us as South Africans. They have their own countries. They need to go and participate in their own countries. I mean, this is a national dialogue. It's not a continent dialogue or a globe dialogue. It's a South African national dialogue. I mean, I'm very disappointed with everything that's happening here. I foresee chaos. The processes are just, chaotic. We're going to be selecting a steering committee. Who are these people? Where are they coming from? Who are they representing? If you are leaving out, for example, the people like Operation Dudula, other civic organizations that are patriotic, you're leaving them behind. Who is going to talk on the issues of immigration on behalf of South Africans? It's total chaos, and I just see this thing collapsing before it even gets to the ward base. I mean, they're talking about steering committees. Are we now having parallel structures here? Are we going to have a structure that's going to run through the national dialogue and have another structure running through as a government structure? Are they both going to be paid? Because at the end of the day, you know, something needs to happen. I mean, we want answers. We want the best South Africa for our own citizens. So who's going to get it right here?
So just for clarity, Zandile, because what I got from Mr. Chaka was that the migration will form part of those documents that will be going out to the wards. Have you been consulted on this issue? Did you yourself raise it in plenary today?
You know, there's a lady that mentioned it. Well, I was not given that opportunity to raise my views, but somebody spoke about it. But you can tell that there is just no will. She stood up, spoke about it, and it was it. And I'm now shocked that it will be part. Why was it not included in the themes? Because it's a burning issue. Everyone is talking about it. I mean, the crisis in the healthcare departments, the schools, you know, those are the operations that we'll be doing next year. Why are they not saying anything about it? How do we correct, you know, the porous border that we have? Why are we not closing? Where's the budget? You know, a BMA asked for just 2 billion to make sure that they secure our borders. Here we are spending 700 million. You just need 1.3 billion to get that 2 million. Why are they not using that money and make sure that our borders are secured? I mean, our government is just wasting our money, and it's not even fair for us.
As the national dialogue now gets in motion, are we likely to see people being heard and respected by government by including all the different civic groups they feel speak for them and are for them at a time when the government is failing them? Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments down below.